Here we are, y'all, back for at least one last time, right? Let's check it out. Where we going? How is it looking? How is it looking? What are we looking like tonight? Obviously, Thunder against the Pacers here. Thunder up 3-2. We got the intros going on right now. Thunder up 3-2. Haliburton hampered. How is this going to affect the way the Pacers play? Juz is dead. What's up, Juz is dead? Namar, what's up, Namar? Juz is dead said, Mark Daigneault getting a ring tonight, though. So we'll know who the Knicks coach is by Monday, in my opinion. I highly doubt we know anytime soon who will be the Knicks' next head coach. Don't get your hopes up for Monday, brother. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't be surprised if we find out, like, in January, like 2-3 more weeks. At least 2-3 more weeks. So far, they've only interviewed 2 coaches. They've only interviewed Taylor Jenkins and Mike Brown. That's it. You're not hiring out of those 2. You're hiring out of whatever 10 coaches you end up interviewing. It's going to be some conglomeration of former coaches, like the 2 they just interviewed, assistant coaches, and college coaches. So they've already went down the rabbit hole of contacting teams and asking them about their head coaches. But, you know, obviously didn't work out for the Knicks. Shot Collins, what's up, Shot Collins? One last hurrah. Just is dead. One last hurrah. We'll see. We'll see. With Haliburton hampered, like we talked about, this should be Thunder all the way. This should be Thunder all the way. But, you know, once you get to the finals, man, that finals magic takes over. Just Dead said, do you think they fired Tibbs with no one guaranteed as coach? Yes. They fired Tibbs with no one guaranteed as head coach. 100%. That is 100% something they were fully confident in doing. They didn't give a damn who was going to be out there. They just knew it couldn't be Tom Thibodeau. Shot Collins said Pacers may win tonight. They may. It's obviously possible, definitely possible. You don't get to this point in the season without having a chance at winning it. The issue is that Haliburton's all hampered. He's all hampered. We'll see what he looks like. But calf strain is not really something you could play basketball on. At this high of a level against this defense from the Thunder, you can't really do it. We saw what he looked like in the last game. Expect more of that. Expect more of that. Just Dead said I was watching a video where Chet Holmgren one rookie card sold for $40,000, which is wild, but could be worth close to that again if he has a big game. Yeah, I thought he had a really good Game 5. If we look at the stats, we look at the box scores, I think he was 2 for 10 in that game. Couldn't hit anything. But I thought he was infectious with his defense. I thought he was infectious with his energy. I thought he set the tone for his team. I thought he made huge defensive plays for them. All of the things, all of the intangibles that it takes to win a championship. When you're not shooting it well, you got to find ways to impact the game. And I thought he was finding ways to impact the game, definitely. Big Rud, what's up, Big Rud? Justice Detson Turner's going to play hard. I just listened to an interview with him. Turner usually plays hard. The only time Turner disappoints is when he has bad shooting nights, which isn't an infrequent thing, but Lionel Moniz, what's up, Lionel? I suspect there will be a Game 7. By the way, I hear the name James Nagy could be Nick. What do you know about him? Don't know much. Probably know just as much as you guys. I've seen the highlights. I am familiar with the name, but I can't expound too much on him. All I will tell you is that he's a really bouncy 7-foot center, 21 years old, who was an overseas draft pick. He was a draft and stash, but he already told Real Madrid that he will not be coming back, that he is instead going to the NBA. We talked about this with Rokas Jokubaitis. If you want to go to the NBA, there is no guarantees you're going to get a roster spot. So you just have to make the commitment to go to the NBA, to go to America, to go whatever, to, you know, in Jokubaitis' case, to go to the Knicks organization and be like, okay, you want me in the G League? I'm going to play my way out of the G League. whether it's with the Knicks or without, but I have to get my foot in the door in the NBA. No one's going to take me, unless they're a tanking team, and just give me a role, give me minutes without having me come over and actually prove myself first, right? So James Nagy already committed to coming over to the NBA. He'll play for the Knicks Summer League team. He'll likely get a two-way contract, or maybe he outperforms himself and he actually gets one of those minimum deals. He'll be a rookie going into next year, but he'll probably get a two-way contract. He'll play for both G League and, similar to what Haliburton did, similar to what Dottie Kolik did. Obviously, it'll be a little bit different with a new head coach, but James Nagy is super interesting. Now you have the combination of him, Ariel Haliburton, and now Mitchell Robinson. Now you're kind of pretty deep in your center rotation. Obviously, one of them is going to be a second-year player, and one of them is going to be a rookie, so not too deep, but you're getting bodies in there that you feel really comfortable about developing. David said, our new big man in New York City already for Summer League. Yes, he is. He's already in New York working it up. I love to see it. Like I said, if Rokas wants to come over to the Knicks and have a spot, you got to just commit to come over, right? Whether it's with the G League or not. And we're off and running. OKC wins the tip, and Lou Dort will bring it down. Nembhard already applying some full court pressure to SGA. He gave it up immediately. He said, all right, come on, Lou Dort, bring it down, brother. J-Dub has it up top, coming off his historic 40-point game in Game 5. Turner blocks Holmgren at the rim, but Hartenstein picks up the loose ball, and he lays it up and in. That's a good start for the Thunder. Here comes Nembhard, bringing it down, attacking to his left. SGA knocks it out of his hands, but out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Pacers. Haliburton's going to inbound it. And they call a foul. Hartenstein, he's laying on the floor. They're going to call it on the Thunder. I assume it's going to be Hartenstein. It is going to be on Hartenstein. And away from the play foul before the inbound. I don't see how that's a foul on Hartenstein, but Pacers will get a free throw out of it. Haliburton at the line early to take the technical free throw. Technically a technical free throw. Haliburton knocks it down. David said, I expect an OKC win and the Knicks head coach announcement. Don't expect the Knicks head coach announcement for a couple more weeks, brother. They still got to interview some coaches. Turner spins in the lane, fall-away jumper in the paint, can't get it to go. Holmgren comes flying in for the rebound, and now here comes SGA pushing it the other way. SGA up top, coming to his right, tries to split the pick and roll. Turner dives on it, it's a loose ball. Hartenstein tries to dive on it, Nembhard picks it up. Here comes Haliburton, he's going to step back for a left wing three. In and out, can't get it to go. Holmgren with the rebound. And Chet Holmgren will bring it down. Holmgren has it up top, dancing with it against Siakam, kicks it out to Hartenstein. Hartenstein up top, hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub coming to his left, pulls it back, now coming to his right after Hartenstein screen. Steps back for a three, that's not really his game. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the loose ball, Haliburton picks it up. Good box out from Nesmith. A little bit of a rugby play, but either way it worked. Siakam on the left wing, backing him down, kicks it out. Turner, right corner three. Comes up short, long rebound. Lou Dort fighting with Turner for it, and it's out of bounds off of Lou Dort. Good hustle from Turner. Keep that play alive. Justice's dad said, Knicks front office keeps too many secrets, but Tibbs not getting Game 7 back-to-back. Back to MSG cost them $250 million in revenue. I don't think that played one single factor into whether or not they were going to fire him or not, brother. I don't think that was a single factor in whether or not they were going to fire him. SGA has it up top, coming to his right of a Hartenstein screen. Nembhard sticking with him. SGA getting down the lane, and Nembhard knocks it out of his hands, man. This is the Nembhard we saw in Game 6 versus Jalen Brunson, man. He is digging in defensively already against SGA. Haliburton's dancing with it against Hartenstein. Attacking to his left. Goes off a screen, puts up the floater, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It's going back to the Thunder. Here comes J-Dub bringing it down. J-Dub has it up top. Dancing with it against Nesmith. Swings it over to Holmgren. Holmgren coming to his right. Knocked out of his hands by Siakam. He picks it back up. This Pacers defense is all over the place right now. But Holmgren spins off of Siakam and gets the lefty layup to go. Helter-skelter play, broken play, and Holmgren made something out of nothing. Siakam up top to Turner. Dancing with it against Holmgren, attacking off the bounce. Leans in, draws the foul. Gets his shot blocked, but he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws, and that's 1 foul on Holmgren, 1 foul on SGA. 1 foul on Hartenstein. Just Dead said, Tibbs probably bettered himself and said I can get the East Conference Finals or it's his job. Played out how he wanted with a shallow rotation. How he wanted with a shallow rotation. We've done this thing with Tibbs for enough now. We know why he got fired. Turner knocked down one free throw as he split them, so it's 4-2. The Pacers have yet to hit a field goal. Both of their points coming from the foul line. 2 trips to the foul line. J-Dub up top, coming to his right, dancing with it against Neesmith, behind the back, to the basket, scoop play with the left hand, and that is the play that he got to, the exact move he got to time and time again in Game 5. That left-handed scoop layup. Haliburton down the lane against SGA, can't get the layup to go off glass. Good defense from SGA. Harnstein cleans it up with the rebound. Here comes Lou Dort right side of the court, being picked up by Nembhard. They're going to swing it over to SGA. He's got Haliburton on him. No, J-Dub's just going to drive it in against Neesmith and gets it knocked out of bounds. That is a bad decision from J-Dub. I know he's feeling himself. I know he had momentum going downhill off a screen, but you had Haliburton guarding SGA. Probably the matchup you want to go at right now, especially with a hampered Haliburton. J-Dub in the left corner, off the inbounds, spinning, going baseline, as Neesmith lost track of him. J-Dub gets a wide open lane to the basket and a timeout from the Pacers. It is 8-2. 4 made field goals for the Thunder, 0 made field goals for the Pacers. Obviously not a good sign to start for the Pacers. Vridify, what's up, Vridify? That's it, we will never know the truth. We know what the truth is, brother. We know what the truth is. The Knicks front office prioritized very specific things that Tom Thibodeau deviated from as the season went on and doubled down on it as the playoffs went. Actually, he deviated from it to start this year and then doubled down on it as the year went on, especially after the All-Star break, and then completely abandoned the thing he had done all regular season in the playoffs. That is what got him fired. Extremely poor decision-making from Tom Thibodeau all season. That is why he got fired. There is no secret. There is no magical, crazy blow-up that happened. Tom Thibodeau and Leon Rose didn't have a shouting match that ultimately led to him getting fired. James Dolan didn't step in and say, get this guy out of here because we couldn't get to it. None of that happened. All that happened was the front office had a vision for this team. They bought Tom Thibodeau the ingredients. They worked very hard to get him the ingredients. And Tom Thibodeau cooked up a horrible meal this year. They let him in the kitchen do what he does, and he cooked up a horrendous meal. That is what happened. He did a very poor job and completely deviated from what the vision was for the front office. And you can't have a coach in a front office not aligned, not on the same track, not with the same vision. That is why he got fired. There is no crazy behind-the-scenes stories that ultimately got him gone. What happened was players lost faith in him, and the front office lost faith in him. And that is a recipe for disaster. You cannot bring that guy back, whether you have his replacement lined up or not. Can't bring that guy back at that point. Ooh, timer's still going. Justice's dad said Haliburton told Carlisle to bench him if he is playing bad. We'll see how the game goes. Shot Collins, what's up, Shot Collins? Looks like Harnstein's going to get a title before Brunson. Hey, man, that's what happens when you sign up to be a backup big. Right? That's what happens. If Jalen Brunson hit free agency and was like, you know what? I'm going to go be the backup point guard to SGA. He would have had a ring. He was like, you know what? I'm going to go be the backup point guard in LA with Luka. Luka and LeBron. I'll come off the bench for them. He'd probably have a ring. That's what happens when you're Benedict Arnold. Bird said, I wanted out also. I wouldn't coach him either unless I made a deal that I could only coach East Coast and said the assistants West and Central. All right, brother. David said, I give praise to Tibbs. He did his best, but he did the best he can, but didn't have enough to finish the job. Yeah, I mean, look, man, this is professional basketball. This is the NBA. This is the highest level. Are you helping us win or are you not? We appreciate the 4 seasons you had, the 5 seasons you had. Are you helping us win or not? Right? And up until this point, he was helping us win. And we got to this point where a championship contending team, and he is no longer the thing that is helping us win. It's actually feeling like he's a detriment to our winning at this point. Nembhard driving it down, kicks it out to Nesmith for a wide open 3, and he can't get it to go. And the Pacers remain without a field goal. 8:30 to go here in this first quarter. SGA bounce pass to Harnstein. Harnstein in the lane. Stops, turns, steps back, kicks it over to Holmgren, comes to the rim. He's got Nesmith on him, so he's just going to use his height. Steps through, scoop layup with the left hand, and he got it to go down. They're kind of picking on Nesmith right now. They're kind of picking on Nesmith right now. Nembhard up top. Coming to us right off the Turner screen. Takes his dribble up. Takes it out to Haliburton. Haliburton, inside pass to Turner. Turner leans in, pump fakes, he gets blocked by Harnstein. Siakam picks up the loose ball, mid-range jumper for their first field goal of the game, 10-4. There we go. 8 minutes to go, under 8 minutes to go. SGA bringing it down. Patrick, what's up, Patrick? SGA has it up top, being guarded by Nembhard. Over to Holmgren, curling to the rim. Stops, pump fakes as Turner switches onto him. Holmgren has nowhere to go. Finally gets it out to J-Dub, being guarded by Siakam. J-Dub's dancing with it. Behind the back, loses the handle, picks it back up. Shot clock winding down. Got to make something out of nothing. A rhythm dribble, pull up 3. Can't get it to go. Long rebound out to Siakam. He's going to bring it down now in transition. Put his head down, attack Lou Dort. Gets tripped up, gets the layup to go, and one for Siakam. And here comes the Siakam avalanche. Whenever Indiana feels like they're reeling, Pascal Siakam always steps up. Always. Patrick said, the fact that Bridges went public with the minutes problem would have been a warning for Tibbs. Should have been a warning for Tibbs. It's not that it should have been. It was. It was. Listen, what became very apparent during Tom Thibodeau's tenure was that probably his biggest problem was his inability to properly communicate with his team overall. Right? And that's evidence of that, with Mikal Bridges coming out, speaking against him. SGA down the lane. Looks like maybe he got blocked at the rim. SGA's calling for a goaltend. Either way, looks like Siakam got a piece of it. Bringing it down, over to Nembhard, right corner 3, and he gets it to go, and just like that, they tie it up. SGA bringing it down the other way, approaching the 7-minute mark. SGA up top, coming to his left off a Lou Dort screen. Euro steps down the lane, gets all the way to the rim for an easy layup as nobody stepped up to guard him as they had Haliburton in drop, dealing with that calf injury. Looks fine. He's moving all right. Doesn't look too hampered. He's already gone downhill a couple of times to the rim. Nembhard, jab step down the lane, kicks it out to Nesmith. Nesmith, extra pass to Haliburton. Haliburton's going to drive it down, back out to Nesmith. Nesmith, extra pass. Nembhard in the corner. Pump fake, sidestep, 3. Gets it to go. Oh my goodness. Here come the Pacers as they retake the lead. They looked dead in the water to start the game, and now here they are. Here they are. Alex Caruso is subbed in. He's in the game. Gets it over to J-Dub. J-Dub coming to his left off the Holmgren screen. J-Dub dancing with it over to Holmgren. Holmgren catches, pump fakes, driving to his right in the lane. Stops, turns, spins. He's got nowhere to go. Again, about the second or third time he's done that already here tonight. And now he ends up traveling with it. Ball going the other way back to Indiana. 26 champs. Was up 26? Who's rooting for Indy tonight? Nah, let's end this thing. Nembhard gets downhill. They cut right back to the game after the replay. Didn't even get to see the move, but next thing you know, he's blowing right past Chet Holmgren for an easy righty layup. Aaron Wiggins up off the bench. J-Dub has it on the right wing. Kicks it out to Chet Holmgren up top, out to SGA. SGA jab step coming to his left. Got Nembhard on him, hounding him. Nembhard's not giving him any space, any room. Now they bring a double team as he has along the right baseline. They swing it around. J-Dub, pump fakes, drive to the rim, down the lane. And they call a blocking foul on Nesmith. J-Dub's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. If I said I'm rooting for the Pacers tonight and Sunday, nah, I don't want to see the Pacers win. Seeing the Pacers win as a Knicks fan would be heartbreaking. It would be absolutely heartbreaking. J-Dub knocks down the first one. Got one more coming. Just that's not rooting one way or the other, but it's inevitable OKC getting one of these next 2. Yeah, look, a game 7 in OKC, like that'd be a tough one for Indiana. That'd be a tough one with the way OKC is a much better home team than away team. SGA to the bench. J-Dub made the first, misses the second. Here comes the Pacers. Toppin up top to McConnell. McConnell swings it over to Haliburton. Back to McConnell. McConnell over to Toppin. Catches, fires, left wing three. Gets it to go. The others, the role players, play way better when you're at home. You're gonna start seeing guys like Toppin, Matherin, McConnell, as Hartenstein knocks down a little floater in the lane. They're gonna start shooting the lights out of the ball here today. McConnell has it along the left baseline, dancing with it against Hartenstein, kicks it out up top to Toppin. Toppin over to Haliburton. Haliburton driving it down, step back left wing three over Wiggins. Can't get it to go. J-Dub with the rebound. And he almost turns it over. He does turn it over as McConnell picks it off over to Toppin as the trailer for a three, and he rattles it in. Obi Toppin, Obadiah. Caruso has it up top. Since he's been in the game, he's had almost no impact so far. Hartenstein has it up top, being guarded by Turner. Pass fake, picks up his dribble, finally tries to hit Caruso, cutting back door, and then out of bounds off of Haliburton as he knocks it out. Just that to the Pacers blow out OKC somehow tonight would be very interesting. I still would find it very difficult for them to beat them with OKC at home. As J-Dub off the inbound knocks down a little midi jumper. 4:30 to go. McConnell driving it down in the lane, stops, turns, pulls it back out, being guarded by Wiggins. Up top to Shepard. Shepard out to Nesmith. Out to Toppin, Toppin fires another one. Can't get that one to go. Turner skies for a rebound, though. Out to Haliburton. Quick catch and fire straight away three, and he knocks it down. And a timeout for the Thunder. Just as Dad said, I secretly hope he goes off for 40. Just as Dad said, 0 for 7 start, 8 for 11 now. It's crazy. It's crazy. They can go off on these runs, man. They can absolutely just go off on these insane runs. Just when you think, oh, maybe it's not going to be their night, suddenly it's their night. Haliburton playing much better, moving much better. David said, always was obituary good. Didn't get run with Tibbs. Talk about did it autocorrect to obituary for you? That's a crazy one. Yeah, I mean, he's not a Tom Thibodeau player. Tibbs, from the moment he was in the rotation, the only reason he was in the rotation was because he was the 8th overall pick, and you had to play him. Right? They ran a 10-man rotation that year. We know Tibbs does not like 10-man rotations. He played like 12 minutes a night. Famously only played when Julius Randle needed a rest, not because he wanted to get a young, athletic, a big man out there and play faster. It was very frustrating to watch. He got better with each year, and now you're seeing the fruits of his labor. I also fundamentally reject the people who are like the only reason he's good right now is because he plays in a fast-paced offense with Indiana. It's like, yeah, he's probably optimized here, but he would be good on it. He's a legit NBA player. When people try to detract from Obi Toppin by saying, like, well, he was traded to the best possible spot with Indiana and playing alongside Haliburton and being able to get out and run all the time, like, And I'm like, yeah, he's optimized there for sure, but he would be good on pretty much any other team as a backup forward. He's good, very good. And I always thought he was good. I always thought he was going to be good. Every time he played, I felt like he was impactful or made impactful plays. And I do miss him as a Knick, but I wish him well. But he's wearing an Indiana jersey, and I can't root for Indiana, brother. Can't do it. Because that's if Pacers get 40 this quarter is very interesting. We'll see. A lot of time left. A lot of time left. Because that said, Caruso has to be pissing off Toppin and Shepard by now. I don't know. They don't look too pissed off, brother. They don't look too pissed off at all. They started the game 0 for 8. They are now 8 for 10 from the field. Shows that said each team knows each other more than they know themselves by now. Yeah, you're not going to surprise them with anything. That's for sure. Caruso bringing it down, gets it over to Hartenstein, back to Caruso. Caruso up top, gets it over to Wiggins. Wiggins off the screen, straightaway three, can't get it to go. Obi Toppin with the rebound, and here he comes bringing it down. Gets it over to McConnell. McConnell up top, being guarded by Wallace, who's just checked back in. Blows right past Wallace, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws, and the bench of Indiana, since coming into the game, is completely, like they've done time and time again this season, like they've done time and time again this playoff run, like they've done time and time again in this finals against the Thunder. They have completely changed the feeling and the tenor and the ferocity of this game right now. Spearheaded by TJ McConnell. And he misses a free throw. Missed free throws will always come back to haunt you. OKC's got some missed free throws. Now McConnell misses one. McConnell misses 2 free throws. SGA subs back in. Under 4 minutes to go. SGA has it up top being guarded by Nembhard, who's also checked back in. SGA coming to right off a case on Wallace screen. Now he's going to look to attack Nembhard. McConnell kicks it out to Wallace. Catches, pump fakes, sidestep, straight away 3 wide open. Can't get it to go. These were the shots that went down for them in Game 5 when they were at home. Case on Wallace and Aaron Wiggins, the role guys for OKC, were able to knock down their threes. They get it inside the top, and he gets fouled immediately by Aaron Wiggins. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws, as now the others for Indiana are stepping up in Game 6. The role guys will always play better at home. And if OKC wants to pull this off tonight, they're going to need more from their stars. They're going to need to lean on their stars. Has SGA scored tonight so far? I don't think he has. Toppin knocks down the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Just that's a Wiggins free agent this year? He is not. He is not. He signed an extension with them, I believe, last season. SGA does have 2 points. He did get the layup. I do remember the one layup. He's got 2 points and 2 turnovers, though. No rebounds, no assists, no nothing. Other than the 2 points. 1 for 2 from the field. So Indiana's looking really comfortable to start this game. Toppin goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. SGA has it up top, dancing with it against Nembhard. Coming to his left, McConnell switches onto him, out to Wallace. Wallace takes the handoff, keeps it. Up top to Wiggins. Wiggins over to SGA. McConnell goes for the steal. SGA mid-range pull-up jumper off glass. Can't get it to go. Bad shot from SGA. You rarely see him miss that poorly. McConnell up top feeds Siakam. High post, right wing, being guarded by Caruso. Backing him down, kicks it out. Shepard, a left wing 3. Can't get that one to go. Hartenstein skies for a rebound. And then gets fouled by McConnell. McConnell just in the wrong place at the wrong time. As Hartenstein landed on top of him. Just as that said, Hartenstein got good minutes. Yeah, they're fine. He's doing well enough. As he comes out now for Holmgren. He did his job. He did his job. He didn't play poorly. Under 3 minutes to go. SGA bringing it down. Has it up top, coming to his left. Driving it down, stop, turn, half spin. Fall away baseline jumper. Can't get it to go. Looked like partially blocked because it was an air ball. SGA looks terrible to start the game tonight. Nembhard up top, coming to his left, steps back, dances with it against Holmgren. In the corner to McConnell. McConnell up top to Siakam. Siakam being guarded by Wiggins on a mismatch. He's going to look to attack that immediately. Step back, mid-range jumper. He's been knocking that all series long. Misses that one. Caruso, long rebound, hit ahead to Wiggins. Wiggins will stop and pop in the left wing in transition. And he knocks it down. The man who saved basketball, Aaron Wiggins, knocks down a left wing three in transition. A terrible shot, but he got it to go down. That's modern basketball right there. Nembhard has it, half spin, goes to the rim, kicks it out the last second to Toppin. Toppin, a deep left corner three, can't get it to go. Wallace with the rebound. And SGA will bring it down. It's only a 6-point game, under 2 minutes to go. Forgot to restart the timer. We're under 2 minutes to go now. SGA up top, dancing with it. A sidestep straight away three over Nembhard. Can't get it to go off the back rim. Long rebound. Mathurin picks it up. Here comes Ben Mathurin. Hit ahead to Siakam. Siakam, Euro steps down the lane, draws another foul. He's going to go back to the foul line for 2 more free throws. Justice's dad said, Wiggins green light at all times? Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody on this Thunder team has a green light, Brand. Have you seen Lou Dort just shoot contested three after contested three after contested three? That man's got a green light, and he's confident, and he's been knocking him down. Everybody's got a green light here. The only guy who may not have a green light, maybe he does, maybe he just decided to stop taking them, is Isaiah Hartenstein shooting threes. He stopped shooting threes. He got there, was shooting threes during preseason, having a good time, like, yeah, I'm going to shoot these threes. Thibodeau told me to stop shooting these threes. Now that I'm on the Thunder, I'm going to start shooting these threes again. And then Dagnall was like, hey, brother, maybe stop shooting them threes. So pretty much everybody's got the green light on both sides. Like if McConnell wants to come down and shoot a three, he can do that. He's got the green light. He's not going to do it because he's a smart basketball player, but he got the green light to do it if he wanted to. Siakam knocked down both free throws, and why am I score so off? Oh, I gave 2 points to the wrong side. Excuse me. It's 20-28. Aaron Wiggins down the lane, tries to kick it out to Caruso, knocked out of bounds by Nembhard. Just that's a Pacers 0 turnovers, a huge number for them. It's also partly shows how the Thunder defense hasn't been as traditionally aggressive as they usually are. SGA leans into Nembhard, steps back, knocks down the mid-range jumper. A lot of contact, but they're going to let that offensive contact go, man. McConnell has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. Coming to his right, swings it out to Toppin. Toppin back to McConnell. McConnell in the mid-range, hesitates, reverse layup over Holmgren. Can't get it to go. Good defense from Holmgren. Now we're under a minute. 22-28. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Siakam. Driving it to his left, leans in, kicks it out the last second to nobody. Is right into the hands of Mathurin, leaves it off for Toppin. Toppin goes up. Can't get the finish to go. Mathurin fighting for it. Caruso comes over and knocks it out of his hands. Here come the Thunder coming the other way. It looks like maybe the Thunder caught a bit of a break there. Also well contested at the rim with no foul. SGA down the lane, throws it up, draws the foul on Siakam as he reached in at the last second. Got his hand stuck in the cookie jar just as SGA was pulling away. And he's going to send SGA to the foul line for 2 free throws. SGA misses a free throw. Oh, man, these missed free throws are going to come back to haunt them. SGA missed the first one. This guy's a knockdown free throw shooter. He does knock down the second one at least. Nembhard will bring it down off some full court pressure from the Thunder. Over to Toppin. Now over to Haliburton, who's checked back in, being chased by Dort. Gets caught in the air inside the Toppin. Catches, pump fakes, down the lane. Gets it knocked out of his hands. He picks it back up under the basket. Tries to go up. Gets blocked by Wiggins. And now here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. He's going to hold it for the final shot of the quarter. Picked up by picked up by Ben Mathurin. Too many Bens on this team. SGA has it up top. Going to wind down the clock. 10 seconds to go. Now, Aaron Wiggins is going to come up to set the screen. They're going to involve Haliburton. He splits the screen down the lane, puts up the floater off glass, gets it to go over Nembhard. Beautiful move from SGA. He's starting to find his rhythm a little bit, starting to find his space as Mathurin heaves it from half court, can't get it going. It's 28-25 at the end of the first quarter. Weird first quarter is it looked like the Thunder maybe were going to come out and have that kind of game where it's like, okay, we're knocking our shots down, we're going to build an early lead, and we're going to hold on to it. And then simultaneously, the Thunder started the game 0 for 8, and it was like, oh, this might be a game where the Thunder can't hit anything. I mean, where the Pacers can't hit anything. And they're not going to be able to generate enough offense, score enough points to keep up with this Thunder team. And then it immediately flipped, in particular when the bench came in for the Pacers, and they went on a huge run, retook the lead, built up I believe an 8-point lead was the largest lead of the game. It was 28-20. And then ultimately OKC and SGA in particular started to find his groove, started to find some rhythm, some airspace, some chinks in the Pacers' armor in their defense. And he scored the last, I believe, 6 points for the Thunder, or 5 points for the Thunder. 2 made baskets and a trip to the foul line where he split them. 5 straight points for SGA to close out the quarter, and the 28-25. 3-point game, 1 possession game at the end of one is not bad if you're OKC. You got to remember you're playing on the road, and the Pacers have an incredible home crowd. They have an incredible home court advantage. You always have to play with that in the back of your mind. Did they hit a 3? They did not. They did. Wiggins hit that 1 3. They're 1 for 6 from 3, and the Pacers are 5 for 14. So you're getting beat by 4 in the 3-pointers made department, meaning you were outscored by 12 points from the 3-point line. So if you can just knock down a couple of these shots, I feel like you're gonna feel pretty good about where you are. Kenrich Williams got out there for 1 minute. That's crazy. Didn't even notice him. Lou Dort has not taken a single shot, has not done a single thing. He's been chasing around Haliburton all game long, and he's got zeros across the board. SGA 3 for 7, started to find his rhythm. He does have 3 turnovers already, though. Hartenstein with 4 and 3. J-Dub with 7. Chet Holmgren with 4 himself, 4 and 3. He's been playing pretty decently, protecting the rim well also. Just that's at a couple of 8-point leads both ways for each team. Trading baskets so far. Trading runs, I should say. Trading runs is the better way of saying that. Absolutely trading runs. Start of the second quarter, let's get it rolling. Thunder bringing it down. Pacers bringing it down. McConnell has it up top. Over to Mathurin. Mathurin coming to his left off the Turner screen. A pull-up 3 from Mathurin. Comes up short. Kenrich Williams with the rebound. Inserting Kenrich Williams into this series has been really smart from Dagnall. He matches up pretty well with this Pacers team physically. SGA dancing with it against Mathurin. Step back foul line jumper. Gets it to go. SGA heating up now. Had a good end to that first quarter. Starting to find his space and his rhythm right now. McConnell driving it down. Spins to his left. Reverse layup. Gets it to go past Aaron Wiggins. There's just no stopping McConnell. He's a monster. He's a beast. J-Dub hit ahead to Kenrich. Williams has it up top. Pass fake. And they call a moving screen on SGA. It's his second foul and his 4th turnover. I think that counts as a team turnover, but he's responsible for that turnover there. McConnell bringing it down. Gets it over to Siakam. Siakam catches, pump fakes, out to McConnell. McConnell up top, driving to his right against Wiggins. Mid-range pull-up jumper. This guy's unstoppable. This guy is unstoppable. If they just made the team TJ McConnell and Pascal Siakam, they'd be unbeatable. Be the two best tandem in the NBA. SGA kicks it out to Kenrich Williams for a three off the back rim, can't get it to go. Mathurin picks it up. He's bringing it down, shot out of a cannon, knocked out of his hands. He picks it back up. And they call a double dribble on Mathurin, and Mathurin's upset. He's saying the ball got knocked out of his hands. So they initially called the double dribble on Mathurin. The refs came in, talked about it, said, my bad, reversed the call, because the ball did get knocked out of Mathurin's hand. Now the Pacers will retain possession here. They get it over to Nembhard, now up top to McConnell. McConnell over to Siakam, being guarded by SGA. Up top to Nembhard. Nembhard calling for the screen, coming to his right. Kicks it out to Mathurin. Mathurin up top being guarded by Holmgren. Driving it down. Kicks it out to Turner. Turner, right corner three. He's open. Got space. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. McConnell knocks it out of SGA's hands. Over to Mathurin. Now they feed Turner in the post. Spins along the baseline. Stop, turn, spins again. Inside. And Turner steps out of bounds on the post move. Their first turnover of the night. A dead ball turnover. Which is not a terrible turnover. No turnover is a good turnover, but it's a better turnover than a live ball turnover. Kenrich Williams has it up top, gets it over to SGA. SGA has it at the foul line. Jab step against Nembhard. Coming to his right, pump fakes. Nembhard goes for it. Then a pull-up jumper, gets it to go as Nembhard flew by. And SGA is finding his groove. He is finding his groove right now. McConnell kicks it out to Turner. Turner driving to his right against Holmgren, flips it up at the rim, can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball, out of bounds off of Mathurin. Ball's going to go the other way, and Mathurin's still upset with the official wanting more foul calls for him. J-Dub has it along the left baseline. Pump fake, spins, flips it up at the right hand, gets it to go. Beautiful move from J-Dub, and a timeout from the Pacers. Now back to a one-point game, 32-31, 9:30 to go. Robin Schroeder, what's up, Robin? Late KD will come to Miami. It's possible. It's possible he's on the list. Miami's definitely desperate enough to go grab him. I don't know what that trade would look like, though. I don't think they'd want to involve Hero or Bam. I think if you're trading for KD, you want to keep at least those two guys to actually try and compete. Because just KD and Bam's not getting enough. Just KD and Hero's not getting enough. It's not enough. It's not getting it done. So you're going to need at least all three of them to compete. Just that's at SGA with 11 points and 4 turnovers. Yeah, he's given and he's taken right now, right? He's got the 11 points, which is great. Great for SGA. He's got the 4 turnovers, which is obviously pretty bad. And only 1 turnover for Indiana right now. They're doing an excellent job of handling this Thunder defense right now. Just not feeling the pressure at all. Knowing exactly where the weak points are and attacking them relentlessly. Every time Aaron Wiggins is on the court, they immediately target him in every action. 32-31. 9:30 to go in the second. Leading scorer for the Pacers is McConnell. Topping. McConnell with 4. Topping with 8. 2 threes. 2 free throws. Haliburton's 1 for 5. At least he's being much more aggressive. Took 6 total shots the other night. At least he's being aggressive. When he's aggressive, the team is better, whether he's making shots or not. You got to be aggressive, man. You got to take shots. I'm not asking him to take 15, 20 shots. But you got to take more than 6, man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't show you guys the game. I wish I could. I wish I could. Just that to the next few years are going to be the East versus OKC. It's 105 degrees. Yeah, we'll see. See, man, there's some teams in the West out there going to have something to say about it, for sure. Siakam has it up top. Full court pressure from Kenrich Williams. Dancing with it. Kenrich Williams does a great job of staying in front of him. They get it out to McConnell. McConnell coming to his left of the screen, snaking it back to his right, stops, turns, pulls it all the way back out. Dancing with it against Kenrich Williams. Stop, mid-range pull-up jumper. Gets it to go. This guy is something else. This guy is something else. J-Dub has it up top. Coming to his left. Driving it down. Takes a bump. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. And they call a little ticky-tack foul on Siakam. It's going to send J-Dub to the foul line with 2 free throws. Don't love that foul call, but he's going to the foul line with 2 free throws. J-Dub's at the foul line. Knocks down the first one. He's got one more coming. J-Dub knocks down the second one. Back to a 1-point game. McConnell up top. Being guarded by Kayson Wallace this time. McConnell dancing with it, coming to his left off the screen. He's got nowhere to get it to. Hands it off to Haliburton, being guarded by Wallace. They kick it over to Caruso. McConnell, being guarded by Caruso. Feeds it inside to Tony Bradley. Hands it off to Nesmith. Fires a well-contested 3. Hit the side of the backboard as it was likely tipped and blocked. Either way, it's a shot clock violation. It's going back to the Thunder. OKC defense starting to dig in. Their offense has to match it, though. They've only hit 1 3 so far. J-Dub bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Nesmith. Coming to his right, now back to his left, rejecting the screen. Stops, loses the handle on the ball, out of bounds. Going back to the Pacers. Here comes McConnell, pushing it the other way quickly. McConnell putting his head down, attacking, mid-range fall-away jumper, gets it to go. This guy's unstoppable. I don't know why he doesn't do that every single time. He's literally the greatest player I've ever seen in my entire life. He's just so humble, he's not going to do it every time. You know? Wallace has it in the lane, leans in, loses the handle on it. McConnell picks it up. He's doing it on both ends, offense and defense. Hands it off to Haliburton. Haliburton crosses over, steps back, puts up the 3 over Wallace, gets it to go. You just need Haliburton to be aggressive. If you're Indiana, all you need is Haliburton to be aggressive. That's all you need. That's all you're looking for. And then an offensive foul, and Caruso being overly aggressive, trying to set the screen. And it's a foul on Caruso, so the ball's going to go the other way regardless. Does that to McConnell remind you of anyone? Michael Jordan mixed with LeBron. That's Michael Jordan mixed with LeBron in a 6'1" body. That's what that is. McConnell's unguardable. That's the greatest basketball player I've ever seen. This guy's unbelievable. Here he is, driving it down on Hartenstein. He's going to pull it back out. Now he's going to attack to his left. Fall-away jumper in the paint. Comes up short. Can't get the friendly bounce, though. Tony Bradley, the offensive rebound, lays it back up and in. And a timeout from the Thunder. And here comes McConnell hyping up the crowd. Here he comes hyping up the crowd. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Ow. Susan, what's up, Susan? Just Dad said you were spoiled too many years with the King. Just Dad to McConnell's like Stockton then? I don't see any Stockton in McConnell. Not at all. Not at all. Maybe a little bit with the short mid-range game. Susan said, I haven't really been able to watch the finals. Who's rooting for whom? I don't know how, as a Knicks fan, you could root for the Pacers. But I'm also not rooting for the Thunder. I'd rather see the Thunder win. I'm more so rooting on the Pacers' downfall. See, this is how I want to see it. I want to see the Pacers fail spectacularly, which hasn't happened. They're just going to lose, which is fine. I'll take that. But I also need Hartenstein to also fail. So I need OKC to play well enough to beat the Pacers, but I need Hartenstein to not be a part of the success. Just Detson McConnell was good in Philly too. I always liked McConnell. Coming out of Arizona, I like McConnell. I didn't understand why a team didn't really pick him up, why he had to be relegated to playing on those tanking Philadelphia teams. I didn't understand that. Not one bit. I always wanted our Knicks to pick him up. Right? We didn't have a point guard anyway. I was like, go get this McConnell kid. He plays harder than everybody. We would love him in New York. And of course they didn't. They never followed my advice. And now we have to deal with this guy on the Pacers for the next couple of years. Thankfully, I believe he's already 33. So thankfully, this nonsense won't go on for much longer. In theory. He looks awesome. He looks like he's in his prime right now. And I believe he's 33. He is 33. Born in 92. Old man. Old man. Yeah, I'll never forget McConnell hitting that shot at the buzzer to beat the Knicks, to beat Melo and the Knicks. It's crazy. It's crazy. Nine years in the NBA, absolutely. Came in at 24? Was he a 5-year senior at Arizona? "24-year-old rookie." See, sometimes it takes until you hit 33 to fully hit your prime, man. Sometimes. Lou Dort is back in along with SGA. SGA up top, being hounded by Nembhard, backing him down. Takes it out to Holmgren. He's going to line up a three. In and out, can't get it to stay. Fight for the rebound. Toppin knocks it out of Lou Dort's hands. Here comes McConnell. McConnell bringing it down. Crossing over to his right on Caruso. Now gets it over to Nesmith. Swings it over to Toppin. Toppin over to Nembhard. Nembhard's going to dance with it against SGA. Coming to his left off the screen. Steps back. Picks up his dribble. He's got nowhere to go. They call a travel on Nembhard. Shifting them feet. SGA bringing it down. Coming to his left. Stop. Turn. Leans in. And McConnell. Who else but McConnell? Comes over and forces the 5th SGA turnover. Topping in transition down the lane. Throws up a wild shot. Can't get it to go. But who else but TJ McConnell with the offensive rebound? And they swing it up top to Nembhard. He's going to dance with it. Step back 3 over Caruso. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the loose ball. Aaron Wiggins ends up with it. He's going to bring it down. Wiggins coming to his left off a Chet Holmgren screen. He almost throws it away. SGA able to pick it up. Now gets it over to Holmgren. Holmgren down the lane. Euro steps down. Flips it up with the left hand. Gets blocked by Tony Bradley. It's a loose ball. Harnstein tries to down on it. Tries to dive down on it. But who else but TJ McConnell wrestles it away. Here comes Nembhard. Driving it down. Leaves it off for Tony Bradley. Can't get the layup to go. But they do call the foul. And Tony Bradley will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. It's 41-33. Under 6 to go here in the second quarter. And Bradley will go to the foul line for the possibility of picking up, of extending, I should say. The Pacers lead to double digits. Just that's McConnell had to sit a year at Arizona when he was transferred. When transfer was frowned upon, yeah, that's where that extra year came from. That's where that extra year came from. Bradley knocks down the first one. He's got one more coming. McConnell to the bench. Finally, that demon's out of the game. That's what I'd be saying. Bradley does miss the second one. Fight for the loose ball. Knocked out of bounds. Going to go back to the Thunder. And Lou Dort is usually so good at being the guy who can go in and grab these crazy... He's their Josh Hart, essentially. He can grab these crazy loose ball situations, and he has done nothing for them tonight so far. Right? The defense is solid. It's always going to be solid with Lou Dort, but he has had almost no impact. SGA over to Harnstein, throws the lob to Holmgren, and Holmgren fumbles the pass and can't get the dunk down. And now here come the Pacers. Another missed opportunity for the Thunder. They swing it over to Nesmith for a 3 in rhythm, and he rattles it in. Because of course he does. And it's up to 11 now. Largest lead of the series for Indiana. SGA up top, coming to his left, driving it down, stops, step back, pulls it all the way out, coming to his left against Toppin, all the way, draws the foul against Obi Toppin. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 more free throws. SGA finding himself to the foul line, man. Just as that's a Bird in his prime versus McConnell and Horst. Who's going to win it? Ain't nobody beating McConnell, man. Ain't nobody. Nobody. The basketball gods couldn't descend from basketball heaven themselves. Lace them up, throw on a jersey, and they not beating McConnell. SGA knocks down both free throws. Back to 10. 5 minutes to go here in the second. Nembhard out to Siakam. A quick catch and fire out of the pick and pop. Way off. Hit the side of the backboard. Didn't even hit the rim. SGA picks up the loose ball. He's bringing it down now. SGA is going to dance with it. Drive it down. Middle of the lane. Pump fakes. Kicks it up top to Lou Dort. No hesitation. 3 over Turner. Way off. Can't get it to go. Harnstein rips down an offensive rebound over Siakam. He knocks it out of his hands. Isaiah Joe able to pick it up. Tries to get it over to Lou Dort. Throws it right into Haliburton's hands. And here come the Pacers pushing it the other way over to Nesmith in transition for a 3. And of course, he splashes it nothing but net. And the Thunder call a timeout as they got to end some of this momentum, end some of the run from the Pacers here. It's up to 13 now. 4:30 to go here in the second, 48-35. And the Thunder look shaky right now. Just as that said, Game 7 Sunday if necessary. It's looking like it's going to lead towards being necessary, but everything swinging the Pacers' way right now. They are taking this game from the Thunder. I don't know if the Thunder maybe thought that the Pacers are going to come in and lay over or something and just lay down because of the Haliburton injury or something, but nope. Nope. Here we go, checking back into it. Hartenstein hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub dancing with it around the Hartenstein screen, coming to his right, inside the Hartenstein. Hartenstein flips it up with the left hand, can't get it to go, and they call a foul on turn. Some funky foul calls, I'm not going to lie. Tony Brothers with some funky foul calls here tonight. So the Pacers are going to use the challenge there because upon replay, there's almost zero contact between Turner and Hartenstein on the shot. So it should be overturned. Game Sunday 7 at 8 p.m. Two more days off. There is one. It would be an 8 p.m. start, though. 8 p.m. is much better, I will say. I'd be surprised if this stance is a foul. Yeah, overturned foul call. Makes sense. Absolutely. Indiana gets the ball back. So the Pacers will bring it down now. They already have a 13-point lead, their largest lead of the whole series already. And they have all momentum on their side as Haliburton will bring it down, approaching the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter. Haliburton up top being guarded by Dort. Gets it over to Siakam. Siakam up top to Nembhard. Nembhard dancing with it. Over to Nesmith, a straightaway three. Can't get that one to go. SGA comes in for the rebound. He's bringing it down now. Coming to his right at the Hartenstein screen. Over to J-Dub. J-Dub pump fakes. One dribble to his left. Puts up the three. Can't get it to go. Off the dribble three is not exactly what you want to see from J-Dub. They're still stuck on the one made three-pointer from Aaron Wiggins in that transition three. Nesmith puts up a floater, gets fouled, and one for Aaron Nesmith. And everything is going the Pacers' way right now. Absolutely a foul on J-Dub, by the way. Absolutely a foul. He was arguing he was being pushed in the back, but he absolutely wasn't. Nesmith absolutely gets the and one over J-Dub. And he gets his and one free throw. A 16-point lead is opened up for Indiana. Not insurmountable, but 17-2 run for them over the last 5 minutes. OKC really struggling to score right now. Holmgren up top, hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub coming to is right up the Holmgren screen. Driving it down. Blows past the defense. Kublai with the right hand. Gets it to go over Siakam. If this is a single-digit game going into halftime, I'd feel pretty decent about it if I'm OKC, because they're playing pretty poorly right now on both ends. Siakam out to Nembhard. Nembhard dancing with it. Coming to his right. Blows right past Holmgren. Reverse layup with the left hand. Gets it to go past Holmgren. A beautiful move from Nembhard. A beauty of a move. SGA bringing it down the other way, looking to answer. Leans in, step back, mid-range jumper as he created the space, and he splashes in nothing but net. Got to his spot, knocked down his shot. What more is there to say? But you got to come up with some defensive stops. It's crazy of a thing to say for this Thunder team, but struggling to get some defensive stops in this quarter. Haliburton up top, dancing with it against Caruso. Pulls up from deep over Caruso. Splashes in nothing but net. 17-point lead. J-Dub up top. Swings it over to Holmgren. He's going to line up a three and gets blocked by Turner, and he rips the ball away. Thunder look shaky right now. They have looked shaken. Haliburton dancing with it against Lou Dort, and Lou Dort gets called for the foul. Getting too handsy with Haliburton. Nembhard has it up top. They've already got the 17-point lead. We're under 2 minutes to go. Over to Turner on the pick and roll. Gets blocked out of bounds by Caruso. Haliburton gets it into Siakam. Quickly turns. Flips it up with the right hand. Gets it to go. Pascal Siakam, man. Great pass from Haliburton on the inbounds, but Siakam with a quick move, quick finish. That's not an easy shot to make. It's not an easy move to make. To be on balance like that, J-Dub down the lane, draws the foul, and gets the bucket. All right. I mean, they're having trouble keeping pace offensively. They're really struggling to score right now. They've only got 41 points with 1 minute and 45 seconds to go here in the second quarter. That's not going to do it. But they are really struggling to keep this Pacers team from scoring in this second quarter specifically. J-Dub knocks down his and one free throw. 16-point game. Indiana has it up top. Swings it over to Nesmith, back to Haliburton. Haliburton dancing with it. Coming to his right off a screen. Now coming to his right off another screen. They show two. Swings it out to Nesmith. Nesmith up top. Swings it back to Haliburton. Haliburton coming to his left. Driving it down. Puts up the floater with the left hand. Rattles it in with the lefty. With the lefty? Haliburton? I didn't know you had it in you like that with the lefty. SGA swings it out to Holmgren. He's going to pump fake. Swings it out to J-Dub. J-Dub's going to drive it in. Stop, turn, spin. Haliburton went for the steal. He couldn't get it. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Holmgren down the lane. Leans in, trying to draw the foul. They don't give it to him as he's flailing his arms. Nembhard over to Nesmith. Extra pass to Haliburton. Pump fakes. Sidesteps. Now he's going to drive it down. Half spins. Fall-away jumper over Caruso. Can't get it to go. A lot of contact. No foul call. Here comes J-Dub pushing the other way. Haliburton hit the floor. It's a 5-on-4. And they don't even look to attack. As Haliburton comes up with the steals, J-Dub just gives it to him. And Haliburton over to Siakam. And he throws it down over J-Dub for the 20-point lead. Oh my goodness, Pascal Siakam. And this one's leaning all Pacers. Looks like we're going to have a Game 7, y'all. SGA dancing with it, down the lane, Kublai with the right hand, can't get it to go, fight for the loose ball. Holmgren rips it away from Turner, pulls it back out. Now he's going to look to quickly attack, stop, turn, loses it, picks it back up, mid-range jumper, can't get it to go. And the Thunder are struggling to find a good shot. Siakam against Caruso, fall-away jumper, gets it to go with the buzzer. Because of course he does. Because of course he does. I'll see y'all for Game 7. My goodness. My goodness. Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, guys, but I'm gonna leave y'all with this. This is crazy. This is crazy. Big Rud, what's up, Big Rud? Just that's a nothing falling for OKC, but they're not getting good shots. Not that nothing's falling, they're not getting any good shots. Like, yeah, they've missed some makeable ones, sure, but not getting good shots. Pacers, telling Sheffy not so fast. True. Alright, I'm gonna leave y'all with this real quick. I gotta go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. And we're back. Back like we never left, and we're back. Just that said OKC would get the ultimate villain win in Indy would be fun. It would be fun, which is why we're not going to end stream early. We're going to ride it out. We're going to see what we got. We're going to see what we got. K Hazy, what's up, K Hazy? AP, what's up, AP? I was hoping the offseason was going to start tonight. Me too, AP, me too. Hoping this was going to be it. But I'm not going to complain about more basketball. I'm just not. Siakam with 13. Neesmith with 9 on 2 threes. In the end, 1 he had. Turner with only 1 point. He's 0 for 6 from the field. They haven't even needed Turner tonight. Matherin giving them nothing. 0 points, 3 boards. He's giving them nothing. Haliburton with 12. He's 3 for 5 from 3. He's doing his thing. Just that's what I thought we had a halftime dance show. Now, we were just coming in, grooming it up. AP said, I'm ready for the offseason. I want to see what the Knicks are going to do. Well, they brought James Najee over. So he's going to play for the Summer League team. You're not going to get a ton of news. We're going to get to the draft. So either way, we're going to have to wait. Whether the offseason started tonight or not, we're going to have to wait. Just that's it. Who's your favorite Giant of all time? I don't have a favorite. I don't really care for the Giants. Not my thing. Not my thing. Baby said, apparently the rumor is Mikal Bridges wants the same contract OG has. I haven't heard that rumor from any reputable sources, so until we start to hear that, you can't expect to get that contract of the season yet. So whether he wants it or not, that's not his value. And we know this organization is cold-hearted. So if that's true, and I don't know if it is, but if we go off of the assumption that that's true, his butt will be on the next trade block. He'll be up out of here for the best price that they can get. That's what will happen. AP said Mets in a major slump. Everybody's in a major slump. Yankees in a slump. Mets in a slump. Knicks are on a coaching search. Jets and Giants are on their way to mediocre to bad seasons yet again. New York sports are down bad recently. They're down bad. Tay Cowboys, what's up, Tay? Just that's a Jonathan Pierre. Are we talking about the 50th pick now? Talking about second-round picks? Gonna make me do my Googles? Pacers have 8 steals and 3 blocks. They have 13 assists. In comparison to the Thunder, 0 steals, 3 blocks, 3 assists as a team. 3 assists on 17 made field goals. That is piss poor offense from the Thunder here tonight. That is all one-on-one play. 6 for 10 for J-Dub, 6 for 11 from SGA. Cool. 15 and 16 for the two of them. Nobody else is more than 4. Chet is 2 for 9. Hartenstein's 2 for 3. And they got 1 basket off the bench. That was Aaron Wiggins' pull-up 3 in transition. That is it. That is a recipe for absolute and utter disaster. Alex Caruso has been an absolute non-factor here tonight. He's a minus 22. My goodness, Caruso. I mean, he's playing with the starters, so he's going to be a big minus with the rest of them. Obviously, everybody on the Pacers in a positive, except for Mathurin. He only played 5 minutes. In his 5 minutes, he was bad, and the team was bad. Just Dead said, Mohamed Diawara, 6'9" small forward, power forward from France. I've seen some news about them. It's hard to talk about second-round picks, man. We have no idea who's going to be in the second round. The Knicks have the 50th pick. I don't suspect that they'll draft 50. They'll do what they always do, and they'll be shrewd, and they'll move around, and they'll see what's available, and they'll make 3 or 4 trades in the second round. But that's, we'll see. We'll see. Patrick Martin, what's up, Patrick? He said, let's go Pacers. It looks like you're going to be forcing a Game 7. You're going to be forcing a Game 7, Patrick. Y'all came in here ready to go. Rearing for a Game 7. Now, Game 7, if it does happen, if you are capable of holding on to this lead, not that's a poor way of saying it. You are capable. But if they do end up holding on to this and beating the Thunder tonight and forcing that Game 7, a Game 7 in Oklahoma City is not an easy place to play, man. It's not an easy place to play. But Game 7, man, anything could happen. Anything could happen in a Game 7. But the way the Pacers are playing right now, the way your Pacers are playing, Patrick, this is beautiful basketball. This is some beautiful basketball right here. My goodness. Just that, do you want me to pull up some of these mock drafts? I'm going to pull up whatever full 60-pick mock draft we could have. All right. ESPN's was the first one to pull up. Oh, brother, ESPN, they switched the side their ads were on. Cool. Yeah, we know one. We know a lot of these. We're not involved as the Knicks. We got the 50th pick. So if we come up here, let's go to the late. All right, here we go. 50. They're projecting Laclon, Ulbrich. This is who they are mocking to the Knicks. What is he? He's from the NBL. He's from Australian League. Power forward center. Okay. Do we got to look him up? How do you spell his name? Lachlan. How you would phonetically spell it. Ulbrich. This is who they are projecting the Knicks take. 6'10", 21-year-old. Considering they have James Najee coming over, they're not taking another center. They're not taking another center. So we can get ESPN up out of here. Just that, did we draft in the big? I mean, they just brought over James Najee, so I highly doubt it. And they drafted, what's his name last year, Huck Porty, who they seem to really, really like. So I highly doubt it. What does NBADraft.net have? They have the same guy. All right, looks like maybe they just stole ESPN's. But they do have Mohamed Diawara. Kobe Sanders is down there as well. Jalon Moore. Gotta look at wings. They're gonna want more wings, right? They're gonna want more wings, per se. RJ Lewis. Is RJ Lewis staying in the draft? I thought he was dropped out. Just as Dad said, with JB draft power forward center for the next 4 years. But why though? But why? With Jalen Brunson, you need wings, 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 brother. Nothing but wings. All the wings. Give me all the wings. Right? Dry wings, wet wings, lemon pepper, buffalo, barbecue, all the wings. We need all the wings. NBA.com's consensus mock draft. Go all the way down to the second round. Oh, this is just the lottery. We're just doing the lottery. All right, get him out of there. It was Jonathan Pierre. Oh, I got rid of it. Anyway, we're getting back to the game anyway. But it's hard to predict what's going to happen in the second round. Because they're going to be moving and shaking the way they always move and shake. But I would suspect they're going to get wings. Just that said, draft and not play PG until JB retires or gets hurt. It's a tough sell. Well, it's not center or point guard, man. Go get me wings. Go get me all of the wings. We need all of the wings possible. But here we go. Here we go. Nembhard has it up top. Dancing with it. Here we go. Here's my mic. It's been a while. What's up, Mike? What's up, Mike? Back to the mic. Back like we never left. They get it over. I got to stand up. I'm feeling energetic. I don't want to sit down. Let's go. Siakam has it up top, being guarded by Caruso. Spinning, stopping, turning, spinning, fall away at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. Dort with the rebound. Here comes J-Dub. J-Dub up top, crossing over to his left. Over to SGA. SGA in the left corner. Up top to J-Dub. Up top to Dort. Excuse me. Dort has it up top. He picks up his dribble. Takes it out to Caruso. Caruso started the second half. Harnstein on the bench. Caruso coming to his right. Up top to Holmgren. Swings it over to Dort. Dort a three off some pass fake and pump fakes. Can't get it to go. They swing it over to Haliburton. Haliburton bringing it down. Over to Siakam. Siakam hands it off to Nembhard. Nembhard up top. Gets it over to Turner. Now coming to his right off the Turner screen. Attacking Holmgren off the bounce. Gets caught in the air. Out of bounds. Off of Caruso. He knocks it out of bounds. As Nembhard lost it in the air. We're under 11. Just that to the wings over McHale mid-range game. Yeah, look, at some point, the money's going to catch up. You're going to move off some of these guys. And you're going to need young rookie wings to get into. Which is why the Dottier and McCullough draft picks were inspired. Very interesting. Turner's got a fire at the buzzer. Leaning in, off balance, can't get it to go. Good defense from the Thunder that time. And here comes J-Dub bringing it down the other way. Quickly attacking to his left, putting his head down, spinning. Kicks it out to Dort. Dort's going to fire another three. Hasn't hit any tonight. Continues to misfire off the back rim. Turner with the rebound. Here comes Nembhard. Nembhard has it up top. Over to Turner as the trailer. Wide open. Walks into a rhythm three. Can't get it to go. Open threes for both sides. Can't get them to go. From the two coldest players on the court tonight. Miles Turner and Lou Dort. SGA in the post being guarded by Nembhard. Backing him down. Backing him down. They show two. Tries to get it out. Neesmith comes up with the steal. Another terrible pass from SGA. They swing it over to Haliburton in transition. Left wing three wide open. Can't get it to go. Holmgren with the rebound. Here comes SGA. Bringing it down the other way. It's still a 22-point game. We're under 10 to go. SGA inside pass to Caruso. Swings it out the door. Extra pass to J-Dub. Gonna one dribble in. Step back. Left wing three. Can't get it to go. They're firing away these threes. They know they gotta. The best way to get back into this game is to start knocking down some perimeter shots. And they're not getting anything to go down right now. Even off of some decent looks, not getting anything to go down right now. As Lou Dort ends up fouling Nembhard. It's a foul on the floor, though. Foul on the pass. So it's a side out of bounds. Just that said, you seem to lead me to believe you don't want McHale Iron Man anymore. I do want McHale. But the money will catch up. And if it's between Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, give me Anunoby. Turner. Siakam down the lane. Can't get the lefty layup to go. Here comes J-Dub bringing it down the other way. Siakam hit the floor, so it's a 5-on-4. You have to score here. You have to score here. And, of course, Chet Holmgren trying to pulley ball his way down the lane. Finally gets it over to Caruso. He gets blocked by Miles Turner, but out of bounds off of Siakam as he can't save it. When you have a 5-on-4 situation, man, you got to swing that ball around. And 2 or 3 times tonight, OKC, as a Pacer player, hit the floor on one end, hasn't been able to come down and capitalize on the other end because they're looking to go one-on-one too often. And you got to swing that ball around on a 5-on-4 situation. Ball is faster than the defense. Up top to Holmgren. He's going to quick catch and fire for 3. And they continue to miss fire from the perimeter. It's getting really ugly with their shooting right now. Caruso fighting on the glass, but here come the Pacers, and now they have a 5-on-4. And, of course, they end up with a wide-open 3. Haliburton finds the open man, but he can't hit it. Turner keeps it alive out to Siakam. And has either side scored? Neither side has scored. We're 3 minutes into this quarter. Haliburton had the ball poked away, out of bounds, off of Holmgren. Going to stay with the Pacers. 4.2 on the clock. Under 9 to go. Beans TV, what's up, Beans? Nothing wrong with Haliburton? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. He's moving. He's cutting. Playing fierce. Maybe a little bit of an exaggeration for how poorly he played the other day. Maybe it's just not a bad strain. Haliburton over to Nembhard. Nembhard open 3. Can't get it to go, but Siakam keeps it alive out to Turner. There's nothing more backbreaking than playing good defense and then giving up an offensive rebound. Nesmith in the air, gets blocked by Holmgren. Lou Dort chases it down and gets fouled by Nesmith. OKC starts this quarter 0 for 5 from the floor. Indiana starts at 0 for 8 from the floor. Indiana is leaving the door open for OKC to make that run, and they just have not been able to make a shot either. SGA kicks it out to J-Dub, swings it out to Dort. Dort's going to line up a 3, no hesitation. Airmails it. Airmails it, man. They need you, Lou Dort, and you are giving them nothing. Nembhard driving it down, gets fouled by SGA. Only a second foul? I thought he had 2 or 3 already. Foul issues. Nesmith has 3. That's it. And then Lou Dort has 3. Nembhard gets it into Haliburton. Haliburton has it up top, being guarded by Dort. Coming to his right. Dancing with it against Holmgren. Step back, pump fake, leans in. Over to Nesmith, back to Haliburton, off glass. Gets it to go. Beautiful pass from Nesmith. Beautiful give and go from Nesmith. For the first points of the second half, it finally comes with 8 minutes to go. 4 minutes went by with neither team scoring. Finally, the Pacers get it. 66-42, 24-point game. This one's feeling a little bit over considering Oklahoma City can't get anything to go down. They can't get any shots to go down. The crazy part about Indiana, they haven't even brought in their best player yet. McConnell's still on the bench. It's a crazy strategy from Rick Carlisle. I'm interested to see if any other teams adopt this strategy of just not starting your best player. Like, you're just having your best player come off the bench. Like, that's a crazy strategy. TJ McConnell, like, if he played 30-plus minutes a night, he really might be the MVP. Like, we could be talking about this finals. It should be TJ McConnell versus Shai Gilgeous-Alexander versus Tyrese Haliburton versus SGA. But it's a crazy strategy, and it's looking like it might work out. Let's go back to our mock draft. Just that said McConnell 6th man of the year. I mean, by default, because he comes off the bench, but he's really the best player on that team, man. He's by far the scariest player on the team, I'll tell you that. AB said maybe Pacers are better than the Knicks. I couldn't see the Knicks as was playing like this against OKC. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, under that coach, for sure. It's hard to know what that team was fully capable of. It just really is. I don't think they were the better team, but they had far more talent. Say that. Do they have anything on... They do not. Johnny Broome is a guy that is a name that people have brought up that the Knicks could look to target. Clever, largely below the rim, interior player who comes with questions about his mobility in space and defense and what his role might be on offense. All right, if his defense is an issue, then maybe not. Maybe not Johnny Broome. Zion James is interesting. Zion James is interesting. An armored truck of a wing with an effective yet unassuming game. Yeah, I'd be interested. 6'4.5". He's got Lou Dort written all over him. Cam Jones is also interesting, but these are high 30 guys. These are high second-round pick guys. So we'll see. We'll see. R.J. Lewis. I didn't realize R.J. Lewis was going to stay in the draft. I thought he was coming out. I thought he was transferring. He's got that dog in him. That's a crazy thing to have. Y'all can't see it, but it says he got that dog in him. All right, here we go. We're back in. But this is all Pacers, man. This is all Pacers. Kenrich Williams can't handle the pass. Here come the Pacers pushing the other way. Inside pass to Turner for an easy two-handed slam, and this one's over. I mean, what do y'all think? Do we get to the end of the quarter before we wrap it up? Because this is done. This is done. J-Dub gets surrounded in the lane, and he ends up getting fouled. Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? OKC lost their team, so that means they're going to the 7th game. Yeah, man. J-Dub has it up top. Gonna dance with it, gets caught in the air, kicks out the SGA. Step back, mid-range, fall-away jumper, way off. Not even close. SGA's had a couple of those tonight. Home run pass to Shepard for the right-handed layup. Now the Pacers are off and running. This is a 28-point beatdown of the Thunder right now by the Pacers. My goodness, y'all. KZ, what's up, KZ? Pacers are going crazy right now. KZ said, Chevy top number one op and hater? Are you asking me what my number one is? Or are you saying I'm your number one op and hater? Because that's crazy. Buzzer beater, what's up, buzzer beater? It's a skunk. Yeah, what do you guys think? Do we go to the end of the quarter? Do we wrap it up at 30? This is 28 right now. You know? KZ said Pacers win the NBA Finals. Hey, brother, you 1 game away. After tonight, you're going to be 1 game away. You get to talk all the smack you want. You might be 1 game away from a ring. You get to say whatever you want at that point. I have the timer ticking the whole time. Maybe that's just my feelings about this game right now. Like, all right, cool. Slap them up. Slap the Thunder up. Pacers went in there and just said, come back over here. Don't come into our house again. Let's go back to OKC and let's wrap this up. Pacers came in here and we're like, nope. Game 7. The Haliburton thing is crazy. I don't want to have an opinion on it, but the fact that he had a strained calf and he is playing the way he's playing, looking the way he's looking, like it just like, all right, dude, what are we doing? You don't have a strained calf. You can't play like that on a strained calf. You physically cannot. You are physically incapable of doing that. We saw what a strained hamstring looked like from Aaron Gordon, and that dude was all kinds of things, right? Like that. The Haliburton thing is crazy. So I don't want to have an opinion on it right now, but just that's it. Up 28 is crazy. In the NBA Finals, up 28, it is crazy. It is for sure crazy when you are the better team. The Thunder are the overall better team. They won 68 games this year. And yet, Hartenstein hands it off to SGA. SGA throws a lob to Hartenstein. It's a two-handed slam. All right. Cool. Is that their first points, by the way? I believe that's their first points, 5 minutes into the quarter. Oh, my goodness. OKC, what are you doing? Ugh. Haliburton pull-up three comes up short. A long rebound. Siakam's going to chase it down. Siakam gets it over to Haliburton with the pass fake. Pulls it back out, being guarded by Kenrich Williams. Picks up his dribble. Tries to get it over. Siakam, bad pass. Hartenstein picks it off. He's going to bring it down against Haliburton. Gets grabbed by Haliburton. He's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. Maybe said Knicks have to figure out this Indiana team. At this point, everybody's got to figure out this Indiana team. They're going up against the best defense in the NBA, AP, and taking it right to them. Hartenstein hits a free throw. Just that type wrap he has on it is helping. Brother, it is not a strain. You can't just wrap up a strain and have it be fine with the way he's moving. There is no helping a strain when you're playing basketball. AP said, we had to watch Denver, OKC, and maybe Indiana, Golden State break their curse. Knicks got to figure this out already. For sure. TJ McConnell. TJ chants in the crowd, man. Literally the best player on this Pacers team. I don't care. Hartenstein knocks down both free throws. 24-point game. Get it under 20, and I'll be somewhat interested. Somewhat interested. Connell down the lane, kicks it out to an open Toppin. That ain't happening. 29-point game. Or 27, excuse me. 27? 27. I must have scored a little bit off. I gave him a 1 point when I should have gave him 2. Hartenstein driving it down against Turner. They call a foul against Turner. It's not a foul, but they're trying to help OKC out, man. The refs are trying to help him out. KZ said, I think it's curfew for you Thunder fans. It's bedtime. I don't think there's a single Thunder fan in here, KZ. I'm not sure who you're talking to. Just that said, McConnell seems to be very religious too. I don't know. You don't know who he's talking to. He could be talking to the basketball gods. Hartenstein knocks down 2 more free throws. What is that? A 25-point lead. Kano has it up top. What do we got? What do we got? Are the Thunder going to make it somewhat spicy? Toppin runs into Kenrich Williams. It's an offensive foul. Are the Thunder going to be able to make this somewhat spicy? Get it under 20 going into the fourth quarter, and I'll give you a chance. I mean, an 18-point comeback in the fourth quarter would be crazy. I'll give you a chance. Give you a chance. SGA bringing it down, gets fouled by Miles Turner. He's going to go back to the foul line for 2 more free throws. KZ said, I'm a Hoosier, go Pacers. I can pick that up, brother. I can pick that up. Pacers are rocking, man. They are rocking. Extremely fun team to watch. Just that said, we are mostly New Yorkers here just watching the game. Yeah, we just watching the game. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'd rather see the Thunder win because the Pacers eliminated my Knicks, or our Knicks. But from the beginning, I said I'm just rooting for good basketball, and we getting it. Not tonight. Although the Pacers are providing it, the Thunder are not providing it. So we're getting it from one side at least. SGA knocks down both free throws. 23. Get it under 20. Get it under 15. Get it under 10. McConnell spins into the lane. Gets fouled. Going to the foul line in the act. Just that, I bet the Pacers tonight, but this is no sweat. Side out of bounds. No free throws. Cano gets it into Bradley, and he can't hold on to it. It's out of bounds. And Bradley pushes Hartenstein, and a technical foul on Bradley. We're going to get a free throw. Hartenstein took a dive. Hartenstein took full advantage of those acting classes in New York, man. He took full advantage of his 2 years there for his acting classes. That was a dive from Hartenstein. Just that's someone who would take. Tony Bradley pushed Hartenstein away. Hartenstein forced the turnover. Tony Bradley stepped out of bounds. As SGA knocks down a free throw. And Hartenstein immediately tries to inbound the ball, trying to get it away from Tony Bradley. He's holding on to it. Bradley just pushes Hartenstein away. Arm was high. Hartenstein flops, takes a dive, get the technical. No one's complaining. It is what it is. He did push him. Hartenstein did take a dive, but you know. Now we're going to get a timeout. But it is a 22-point game. It is a 22-point game. It's not insurmountable, like I said. Right? If you're in this situation as a basketball team, the mentality is if you're down by plus 20, then your mentality is okay. Get it down below 20. Right? And then it'll be get it down below 15. Right? Then it'll be get it down below 10. Right? You just incrementally attack the lead. There is no 10-point shot. There is no 15, 20-point shot that's going to immediately get you back into the game. So you just got to slowly chip away at it. OKC has the defense to come up with the defensive stops that they'll need. If they can ratchet up their defense, as we've seen them do time and time again this season. Right? But the issue is that they can't buy a basket offensively. Jack Collins said, I said the Pacers tonight. Yeah, a couple of you did say the Pacers. A couple of you did see the Pacers coming out and winning. KZ said Pacers fumbled game 4 bad. They did, man. They did. And sometimes you can't come back from that. But the Thunder fumbled game 1 pretty bad. So kind of a give and take. Kind of a give and take. SGA gets it over to Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe is straight away 3, and he got to the goal. What 3-point shot went down? 19. You accomplished one of your goals. Get it below 20. And you need one more stop to keep it below 20. But now the next goal is below 15. Get it over to Tony Bradley, who thought about a 3. Get it over to McConnell. McConnell kicks it out to Nembhard. Nembhard driving it down, leans in, draws the foul. Can't get the shot to go, but he's going to go to the foul line of 2 free throws. Just that's it. OKC comes back, though, it would be villain stuff forever. Yep. It would be one of the craziest ways to end a finals. 20, they were up 28, right? 28 was the largest lead. A 28-point comeback. It would be by far the craziest comeback we would ever see in NBA Finals history. Just that's it. No Payson wants to shoot a 3. No need to shoot a 3 when you're up, man. When you're up 28 plus, put your head down. Go to the rim. Get an easy one. No need to chuck up 3s. You saw what happened to Boston, right? No need to chuck up them 3s. Now, obviously, if they're open, sure, take them. SGA driving it down, kicks it out to Kenrich Williams, back to SGA. He was looking to draw the foul. SGA driving it down against Nembhard. Leaning in, all the way mid-range jumper, gets it to go, and the foul. Trying to get the 3 points right back. Not the 3 points. Nembhard stepped at the foul line, knocked down 2 free throws. But he can get it to 18. Chipping away. If you can't knock down 3-point shots consistently tonight, they've hit 2. They've hit 2 total 3-point shots. Both of them coming off the bench, by the way. If you can't hit 3s, as SGA knocks down his and 1 free throw, you got to get it the old-fashioned way with 3-point plays. It's an 18-point game. It's not insurmountable. 4:30 to go. Plenty of time. But Indiana is a juggernaut offensively. Can you continue to hold them down as you make a large comeback here? Connell up top being guarded by Hartenstein. Swings it over to Nembhard for a 3. Oh, and Nembhard says, no. Not tonight. Not tonight. We want to see you on OKC. We got our bags packed. And a turnover from OKC. Here comes McConnell pushing the other way. McConnell on the left wing, driving it down. Up top, kicks it out. Nembhard back to McConnell. McConnell swings it over to Toppin. Toppin, driving it to his right, back to McConnell. McConnell tries to spin, loses it, ball on the floor. Guys diving on it. Still a loose ball, and a jump ball between Wallace and McConnell. Wallace and McConnell will jump it up. Somehow I can see the Pacers losing. It's not improbable. Or I should say, it's not impossible. It's just improbable. Just that said, how many miles does McConnell run in a game? Guys all over the court. I truly do not understand how TJ McConnell was not a highly sought-after free agent. I get undersized. I get defensively challenged because of his size. I get not the most strong player in the world. I get not a good three-point shooter. I get all the things. I get it. I understand. I don't care. The guy's a winner. The guy plays hard. The guy's smart. He's a leader. All of the things you need. SGA, last second pass to Kayson Wallace, who was not expecting it. Get Kayson Wallace up out of this game, Dagnall. Connell, a mid-range pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. SGA with the rebound. It is a 21-point game. SGA is going to bring it down against Siakam. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. McConnell picks it up. SGA hit the floor, so it's a 5-on-4 situation. Leaves it off for Nembhard. Nembhard's going to put his head down and drive. Draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. And this isn't the biggest difference. This isn't why OKC is losing right now. But I will say, every single time that, and this happens for every team in every game, a player will drive to the basket, miss a layup, fall down, hit the floor, and then all of a sudden, if your team grabs the defensive rebound, you can push the other way, and it will be a 5-on-4 situation because the offensive player fell down shooting a layup as Nembhard hits a free throw, right? And time again in this game, the Pacers have capitalized on every single 5-on-4 push that they've had tonight. Versus the Thunder, well, we called it out earlier in the game. They missed too early, and I was like, oh, that's not a good sign. Where they had 5-on-4 situations, and instead of swinging the ball around looking for the open man, SGA and J-Dub would just go one-on-one instead of finding the open man. A 23-point deficit for them. Back down by 23. McConnell bringing it down. Nembhard to the bench. Nembhard was a huge catalyst there for keeping this a 20-point lead. McConnell drives it down, kicks it out to Shepherd. Can Shepherd continue it? No, he cannot as he misses the open corner three. Cason Wallace with the rebound. He's bringing it down now. Wallace over to Caruso. Caruso over to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Nesmith. Back to Caruso. Caruso coming to his right. Now over to J-Dub. J-Dub coming to his right. Down the lane. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. You just got to put your head down and get to the rim, man. Can't be settling for these mid-range jumpers right now. You're down 23. 2.5 to go here in the third. You can't be settling for mid-range pull-up jumpers. You got to put your head down and get to the rim, look for a foul, or you got to shoot these threes. That is how you're going to get back into this game. Siakam driving it in against Chet Holmgren. Step back mid-range jumper. Can't get it to go. Aaron Wiggins with the rebound. Bringing it down. Almost loses the handle. Now he has it up top. Being guarded by Shepherd. Spins down the lane. Loses the handle. Terrible, terrible play from Aaron Wiggins. Going one-on-one in a crowded defensive lane. The Pacers are packing in, and he just turns it over. Terrible play from Aaron Wiggins. Terrible. Terrible. You're the man who saved basketball. You got to know better. And then on the other end, Obi Toppin cutting to the rim. He calls the turnover. He cuts to the rim. Gets fouled by Aaron Wiggins, so he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Toppin knocks down the first one. Back to 24. Got a chance to push it back to 25. 25 is way different than 18, which is where they had it before. Just that said, 23 is wild, but Indy won Sunday, 8 p.m. main event. Yes, they do, man. Yes, they do. Toppin does miss the second free throw. Caruso with the rebound, bringing it down, pushing the pace. Over to SGA up top. SGA, as Siakam switched onto him, leans in. They bring a double team. Out to Dort. Dort catches, pump fakes. Kicks it out to Caruso. Caruso, no hesitation, three. Can't get it to stay. Hana with the rebound. 1:30 to go. McConnell up top. Being guarded by SGA. McConnell driving it down. Kicks it out to Nembhard. Nembhard who's back in, being guarded by Wiggins. Kicks over to Siakam. Siakam a straightaway three. He's got space, and he knocks it down, and that's the nail in the coffin right there. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. You needed it. You needed it in the teens going into the fourth quarter. The Pacers said, no. Quickly back up to 27. 9-0 run for them. As they cut it to 18. 9-0 run. You had your chance, and you gave it up. J-Dub down the lane. Kicks it out to Dort. Dort hesitating on his three now as he hasn't hit one all night. Now he rattles one in. AB said, if the Indiana Pacers win this NBA championship, it's going to be a legendary run, and we're going to be in that film. Yeah, for sure. For sure, it's already a legendary run. Even if they lose it in 7. This is a legendary run from the Pacers. Connell spins in the lane, kicks it out the top and catches, pump fake, sidestep, left wing three, rattles it in. Gets the 3 points right back. Yeah, that's another nail. That's another nail. They swing it around. Wiggins, straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Game 7, y'all. Game 7. McConnell kicks it out. Toppin, another one. Oh, that was halfway down. I was about to pop off for Obi. Shepherd gets it off at the buzzer. Oh, he gets it off at the buzzer, Shepherd. They can't grab a rebound, and there's your 30-point lead. There it is at the end of the third. They've been pushing and prying and trying to grab that 30-point lead all quarter long, and they finally got it 90-60 going into the fourth quarter. And this is after they cut it to 18. It was an 18-point game, guys. And it was like, okay, OKC's not going to go down quietly. They're going to try and push it the other way. And then immediately a 12-0 run for the Pacers to end the quarter. And this game is over. Hazy. Yikes. Yikes. Just that's it. Hartenstein playing dirty too? Hey, man. Get that guy out of here. Get Hartenstein up out of here. We're done with that guy. 30 is crazy. 30 is insane. 30 is justifiably insane. Going down by 30 points in an NBA Finals matchup is crazy. It's crazy. But I'll say this going into Game 7. I'll leave everybody with my thoughts like this. OKC tonight went 3 for 20 from three-point range through 3 quarters. 3 for 20. Not good, obviously. The Indiana Pacers went 14 for 35. 14 for 35. They've hit 11 more threes. That equates to 33 more points, and there's your 30-point game. 15 for 17 from the foul line for the Thunder, 14 for 19 from the Pacers, so about equal. 36 rebounds for the Pacers, 29 rebounds for the Thunder, so it's not a crazy rebounding advantage. The assist, only 6 assists for the Thunder. Only 6 assists for the Thunder. That's it. That's it. Also, I'm in the way. There we go. 3 for 20, 50%. Yikes. Yeah, they got nothing. They got Lou Dort finally rattled in a 3 when the game didn't mean anything anymore. But he was the only starter to hit a 3. SGA's 0 for 1. J-Dub's 0 for 4. Holmgren's 0 for 3. And then off the bench, Isaiah Joe hit 1, and Aaron Wiggins hit 1. And that's it. That's it. You are not winning any NBA game hitting 3 shots. It is almost, at this point, unless the other team is also really struggling from 3. But if the other team's having a regular shooting performance and you are only going to make 3 threes, you are not going to win that basketball game in 2025. It is not going to happen. You will not be able to keep pace. Justice's dad said, we knew there would be a brick 3-point shooting game for OKC at some point. They had one already, though. That's the thing. They had a game where I believe they only hit 3 threes. Which one was it? Was it the one they lost? Was it the one they lost? I believe it was the one they won. It might have been game 4. They had a game already. Now they hit 10 threes in this one. All right, let's get that out of there. We checked this already. Let's get that out of there. This is the one that the Thunder lost. I believe it was game 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, where they only hit like 4 or 5 threes or something like that. No, 3 for 16. It was this. They hit 3 threes and they won this game. Pacers hit 11. They've already hit 14 tonight. So they got to the foul line 38 times. A lot of fouls going both ways. So they had a magical fourth quarter. It was a fumble from the Pacers. But they put themselves in a position to steal this one, to steal this series away from the Thunder with the heavy favorites coming into this series. Siakam at 3. Can't get it to go. AJ Mitchell was in the game. Bench unit in the game for OKC. Big man Jalen Williams is in the game. AJ Mitchell is in the game. Kenrich Williams is in the game. Kenrich Williams gets fouled. He's going to go to the foul line 2 free throws. But both teams already scored once. 92-62. Start of the fourth quarter. Already a minute's gone by. Angela Harding, game 7. Here we go. Here we go. Game 7. Just that the Pacers can score 0 with great defense and win this game. Yeah, they probably could. They probably could. You were right about that. When you put it in terms like that, makes it that much more absurd. So we're gonna leave it all there. We're gonna check up out of here. What I do want to look at is the scoring, and not like the Pacers went crazy. I mean, they had a high-scoring second quarter, 36 points in the second quarter. The issue tonight for the Thunder was, one, the Pacers' defense was spectacular. Right? The credit goes to the Pacers' defense. They were spectacular tonight. But the Thunder could not score. It comes down to the fact that if you want to win a championship, you have to score the basketball. That's a big part of the game. And they could not score the basketball. They could not put the orange ball in the orange hoop here tonight. 25 in the first, and that was their highest scoring quarter. That's not good. That is an average quarter. 17 in the second, 18 in the third. And it's not going to get any much better here in the fourth quarter. This is garbage time at this point. So Sunday, 8 p.m., you already know Justice is dead. You already know. I'll see y'all there. Anything could happen in a Game 7, man. Anything could happen in a Game 7. This is a pretty miserable game for the OKC Thunder, so I wouldn't put too much stock in this when thinking about and evaluating what a Game 7 is going to look like. But this is a rough one. Just as Dad said, OKC didn't have 30 in 1.5 quarters. Very true. The issue for the Thunder tonight was they could not score. And it also coincided with Indiana having an incredible defensive night tonight. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? I still don't accept how we went out. Looking at this finals, this was certainly our year, and I blame Tibbs. Knicks should hire him again and then fire him again. No, man, he can go rest somewhere. Right. You just salute, you tip your cap, and you say, hey, man, thanks for all that you did. But we're good. We're gonna move in the other direction now. We're gonna move in another direction. D Grant, what's up, D Grant? Looks like a butt whooping to me. Yeah, it's definitely what a butt whooping looks like. I'm surprised that they're actually allowed to air this nationally. Surprised at some point they can't just put a censor bar over everything. This is getting brutal. It's getting brutal out here. It's getting real violent out there. This is a violent butt whooping on national television for the world to see. Bird Advice said Knicks never played defense like this. They did not. Just that the Knicks probably get swept by OKC. I don't know if they get swept. OKC definitely showed how fallible they can be in a playoff setting. They can just be a bit predictable. They can get a bit predictable. The Nuggets showed that. Pacers are showing that. They were fallible. But I think we're going to wrap it up there. No point in watching the fourth quarter of a bunch of dudes unless you want to hang out. But it's already 10:47 here on the East Coast. So I'm going to let y'all get to sleep. It is a Thursday night. Some of y'all got to wake up early tomorrow on a Friday. Some of y'all are off. It is a holiday. Go celebrate. I will be celebrating this weekend. So I appreciate y'all. And we got one more game. We got one more meetup, the definitive final game of the 2024-2025 NBA season, and the final game of Season 3 of the Sheffy Show will be airing Sunday, 8 p.m. We will come, we will commune, we will hang out, as we always do. We will talk hoops, we will talk Knicks. If any news comes out, you know I got y'all. You know I got opinions. You know I got opinions. And I will absolutely share it all with y'all. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. And we're going to meet to do it for the NBA season one final time before we get to off-season content. And we'll have the draft. We'll have some Summer League talks. I don't know if we'll be doing Summer League games, but I'll go live to talk about Summer League stuff. We'll watch some highlights. We'll go over players and plays and all of the things and what to be excited for and what to look forward for. The Knicks don't have a first-round pick, but we'll still do the first round because I love the draft. Draft is one of my favorite things. Let me mute this game so it stops bothering me because this game's over. But we'll commune. We'll meet for off-season stuff. Got one more game to go. But stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. I'm also hoping to get more videos out for the off-season Knicks content specifically. During the regular season, I did video content where I was talking about other teams, and that was cool and that was fun, but it's time to lock in on the Knicks. I think I'll be talking about the Knicks, and then I'll save talking about other teams for more longer-formed content. But that is on the programming side. Not a big deal. Not something you guys need to be worried about, because when it comes, it'll come. So until then, I appreciate y'all. We'll meet back here on Sunday. Remember, stay hydrated. Have a good night's sleep. And brush your teeth before bed, because I know some of y'all got that bad breath, man. And you don't want to be the person with bad breath. But until then, catch y'all on the next one. See y'all Sunday, 8 p.m. Be there. And I'm out. Good night. Bye. FIFA World Cup, Chi-Chi. If you don't get that weak-ass soccer up out of here, nah, I'm playing.